Hi guys, welcome back. Peace and blessings. Queen Orsett here. And what you're about to see is a remake of the previous video. I am in total agreement that that last recording was a blurry, glaring, hot mess. So I've moved myself around and you are now sitting in my apothecary. And hopefully the lighting is better and we can deal without the glare. And I'm coming across with much more clarity. Anyway, let's put on my glasses because you all know I can't see a damn thing without them. There you go. I want to say thank you to my viewers who come in and you leave your comments and, shout out to my girl or guy named Candy. I appreciate your candor, your truthfulness. Speak your piece. I'm here trying to deliver good content to you, and if it's dissatisfactory, then let me know. I can take criticism, okay? Just don't criticize my coif too much, okay? But I am open to suggestions on how I can improve and, do this much better. I'm working from a laptop. I'm a newbie at this. I work person to person, face to face. This whole electronic technological phase atmosphere is so new to me. But be patient and let's go ahead and try this again. So, yesterday I was talking about this new tarot deck that's put out by Llewellyn, and it's called the Magical Dogs Tarot. And again, I think this might be better. Please let me know. Okay? Typical Llewellyn box, beautiful boxing, magnetic flap, and of course because I did this yesterday all the innards are out, but we have here a moon in the sky and a little puppy with a stick that's almost as big as he is, and of course the pull string to pull out the cards. Okay, so beautiful boxing. Now, this is a deck that is created by Mickie and Danielle Mueller. I believe they're the husband and wife team. I want to say Mickie Mueller was the artist on the Mystical Cats Tarot. Now, those of us in the woo-woo, witchy, tarot, mystical community, we have a great love for our feline, fabulous creatures, right? Because they're, ornery and mystical and magical, and they have not a care in the world, and yet they're just very lovable. And of course, many of us already have our selection of cat tarot decks. That is one that I have, Mystical Cats. This is another one, Tarot Familiars. This came out a couple of years ago. Let's see if I can see. Let's see. This is not just a cat deck because you have other animals in here as well, but it is heavily feline. I'll put it to you that way. All right, so this new deck, Magical Dogs, comes with a beautiful companion. I'm going to try and work on this glare issue. I mean, it's gorgeous outside. I'm facing the window. And in here, it's, you have your introduction by Mickie and Danielle Mueller. And it talks about how dogs seem very familiar to most people. And they're hoping that this deck will remind people that dogs have a mysterious side as well. Our ancient connection to the dogs goes back as far as we're both hardwired to understand each other. The very first thing that makes them seem so ordinary is also the source of mystery of our connection with dogs, which science is still working to unravel. We have an introduction here which is really gorgeous. I did this yesterday, and this book really goes into, I guess you could say, the true connection between man and canine. There's something here. Let's see if I can find that. Give me a second. Oh, here we are. We think of dogs in this deck as arcane canines. What does that mean exactly? They are arcane because their world is full of the ancient, forgotten magic of shamanic visions, monoliths, and old prehistoric ritual. The term canine is a reminder that inside the breast of every dog beats the heart of a wolf, which is the story we wanted to tell in this deck. When your dog emits a primal howl, or you see your dogs racing in a dream as they sleep, or they instinctively protect you as a member of their pack, they're in touch with their inner arcane canine. And then it goes on to talk about the most ancient partnership has woven the canine deep into the realms of magic and spirituality. The magical dogs and canines presented in this deck no doubt take great pride in the prevalence of their wild ancestors within the tales of myth and magic told by their two-legged companions. These dogs have their own stories to tell as well, and this deck offers insight into doggy dreamtime, where the spirituality and the strength of the canine rules supreme. It says the dogs of the magical dogs tarot connect to ancient mysteries. We will find them dwelling in a realm steeped in the earth's indigenous natural magic. They fill many roles, leaders and followers, shamans, healers, and storytellers. It is a primitive world filled with megaliths, nomad encampments, and small tribal villages, ceremonial fetishes of hide, feather, and bone, and pictographs harkening back to the dawn of time. It says within the deck you will learn their story, and indeed the story of us all. And then it says how this deck is organized, and of course some of the major names have been changed. Let's see, I will tell you the Hierophant is Shaman, renamed the Shaman. We have the Hangman, renamed the Seer. The Star is the Dog Star, the Devil is the Trickster. And then the suits, the traditional wands, cups, swords, and pentacles are Fire Pack, Sea Pack, Sky Pack, and Earth Pack, respectively. Each pack of dogs in this deck has their own culture and customs to fit their different personalities. Each pack has their own defining characteristics that correspond to their elemental alignments. So, of course, you know how to use the cards, how to care for your deck, etc. A little bit about reversals. And then near the back of the book, we have spreads. Okay. I don't know. We've got a paw print spread. There we go. That's better. We have a guardian spread. There we go. Get that glare off of that. And we have another one. I remember seeing this yesterday. The Hunt spread. Okay. And then after that, we have a little index here that contains sketches from Mickie Mueller's old wooden art table. Let's see, I'll flip to one or two here. There we go. Let's see, can you see that? There's a few of her art sketches. Okay, so let's get on with the cards. Let's see if we can do this right, if I can do this right. Again, let me know. I reordered the deck because I was playing with it last night. Now, Llewellyn's cardstock. I mean, it's thin. This is the thinnest I've seen. Wow. See how it already is bowed from just bending a little bit? Oh my goodness gracious. So if you rifle shuffle, this deck is going to be worn out in no time. Okay, so on the back of the deck, we have two dream catchers. Actually, they are a reflection of each other. So upright or reversed, you won't really know how the deck lays out until you turn the cards over. That's your paw print. And I want to say that that is the sky. you know, where the two realms meet. You see that? Okay. Let's take a look. The Fool. Is that better? I'm going to try. Was that better? That looks pretty good. This is the dog, I believe that's on the box. This reminds me of the dog that was in, I'm sure it's the same dog. Is that a Jack Russell? I don't know my breeds of dogs. I love big dogs, you know. Oh my gosh. Look at this High Priestess. And I'm going to pull the book and read on her. And hopefully you can get a good visual. I'm holding her close. I'm going to put that one aside. We have the Empress. The Emperor. The Shaman. The Lovers. Oh. Can you see them? Snuggling. If you have any advice to make this quality being filmed through a laptop, please share that with me. The Chariot. Strength. My Hermit. Look at that Hermit again. I might come back to that. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Wow. The Seer. It's the Hangman. Look at that. And put that one aside too. Death. This is Anubis. Put that one aside. I'm going to try the other side. Let's see what I get visually. If that, nope, that doesn't work. Temperance, no. I think I'm going to go back to the other side. Sun is shining brightly. Now let me scoot my chair over. Say hello to Kali Ma. Okay, the Devil card. The Tower. The Dog Star. The Moon. I'm going to do 2 ways. The Sun romping through the sunflowers. No creepy baby. the call. This will be judgment. And the world. Okay, now we go on to the suits. And it looks like the aces are all the same. Okay, so we have the dream catcher for the Ace of Wands. Probably better. This is sky, so this is swords. Three of sky. So sky is swords. Four of sky. Really? Five of sky. Oh boy, look at this Eight of Swords. A poor dog is being bothered. Just needs to climb down. Being bothered by the crows. Bothered by a murder of crows, yes? Nine of Swords. Probably a scared, sick puppy. Ten of sky. Let's see. I want to get it. I want to make it so that you can see. Hopefully you can, this is recording well. You know I don't edit. I don't know anything about editing and all of that. So if anyone lives close to me, they want to volunteer to help me do this whole video production thing, I mean, I commend you guys who do this fabulously. I just, I have difficulty. But, you know, I'm new at this. But I do love this Sky Guardian. So the court cards are Sky, Puppy, Guardian, Alpha Female, and Alpha Male. So the Sky Puppy is our Page of Swords. And our Sky Guardian, look at that. Gosh. Talk about the bravery. This is really the energy of that Knight of Swords, you know, brash, headstrong, not even seeing the danger or the pitfall, knowing your own ability, I feel. Wow. Daring, very, very courageous. Maybe foolish, but at the time, when you're in the act, you feel unstoppable. Here is the Sky Alpha Male. Oh my gosh. No, that was the female. I'm sorry. Sky Alpha female. And I believe this is a Doberman Pinscher for Sky Alpha male. Then we have the Ace of C, which are our cups. And again, we have a Dreamcatcher with the paw print. Two of C, the companionship, easy companionship there. Three Sky. Three of C, rather. Oh, I'm just so flubbing everything up, but I want to see if I can get this done, you know. Four of C. Let's try this again. Five of C. Six of C, very playful. Seven of C. Eight. Oh. I'm surrounded by cats. I don't have any pets. I grew up with big dogs. My friends have dogs, so I get my enjoyment from that. I live in an apartment. I don't think it's fair for me to have a big dog in an apartment. You know, can you see the rainbow on that? Wow. The playfulness, the joy. I want to make sure you're getting that. The sea puppy. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm going to give it that. Excuse me. And the Sea Guardian. Here we go. Oh my. Is she gorgeous or what? I mean, wow. The alpha male. Now we have the fire pack. Oops, sorry. Two of fire. Which way? Which path will our puppy take? Three. And this beauty looks like he's leaving home, moving forward, moving on. Let me take a look at that. Leaving camp. Oh. You know, every once in a while there's always a bit of contention when you have a few dogs together. It's just the way they are. Can be very active, very rambunctious. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're fighting each other, but Sometimes we as human beings, we know better than to get into the middle of this. You know the difference. Six of Wands. Seven. I need to figure out how to do these recordings, these walkthroughs on my phone or something, or invest in an iPad. I mean, I have a tablet, which seems to do better. Look at that 10. Look at that dog with all of that. Carrying that load. Power and determination. Oh, look at the puppy. Oh, this puppy. Do you see the eyes on that puppy? How could you not fall in love with this? How could you not? I'm looking at the darkening skies. You know, what is it? Happiness is a warm puppy that no matter what's going on in your life, the loyalty of a dog, of a puppy, their warmth, it's just, I don't know, all embracing. It's very uplifting. Look at that. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the alpha female. Fire alpha female. Do you see the look on her face? I mean, again, every time I look at this card, she's looking at you like, I see you and I'm watching you. Be mindful. It's my queen. Love that. And of course, the alpha male, the Dalmatian. And who didn't love 101 Dalmatians? That is a generational movie, picture, story. I mean, I remember the first time I read that story, I think I was in grade school, and that was several decades ago. And now we have our pentacle suit. And this is called the Earthen Suit. Yes? Yes. So now we have two of Earth. See that? You see that? I believe that's a sculpture. I'm curious to know what that is. I'm going to look at the book and see what that is. I'll put that one aside. Okay. I have all the things, all the bowls. This reminds me of that hurricane we just went through. I said this in the last video. You know, this woman rescued the animals, the pets that people had left behind. I understand your personal safety is paramount, but a lot of times we forget these are our loved ones too, and it takes responsibility. Takes a high level of responsibility. They were just abandoned. I do hope that's much better. Oh, here's my Afghan. Another one. I guess it's not another one. I don't know what the other dog was. My Queen of Cups. Let's see. Turn it this way. Is this better? I hope so. Earth Puppy. Ooh. Earth Guardian. Am I missing a card? My Alpha Female. Let me pause a second. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Yes, Earth Alpha Female. You see her there. And we have the Earth Alpha Male. You know, dogs have such soulful eyes. So, as I said, I pulled out a few cards I want to take a look at. Let's take a look at this High Priestess again, because I am just in awe of that imagery. And let's see if I can read from the book while holding that up. Okay, give me a second. Get my bearings here. High Priestess. Okay. Ready? Let's see. Is that good? That's a good shot. That one. If I should rest my hand. Can you see her clearly? Let's do it this way. An ancient breed, almost untouched by time, the New Guinea singing dog is the embodiment of deep canine wisdom. Its unique and haunting call awakens the instincts and stirs the subconscious mind. A crescent breastplate wrought with silver and adorned with moonstone, pearl, and amethyst is a symbol of her mastery of intuition and the knowledge of the total world, both literal and mystical. She is flanked by two rainbow eucalyptus trees, one light, one dark, which mark the passage between the realms of the physical and spiritual. Her rear legs rest upon a squared stone for grounding and balance, while her forepaws stand upon a carved moon, indicating her connection to the goddess, the foundations of magic, and her mastery of instinctual knowledge. And then, of course, pause for thought. Find what feeds your soul and embrace it. Take nothing for granted. Of course, there's some other things there. But, oops, I just wanted to look at that. You have the two pillars still. You have the crescent moon. Oh, I love that imagery. And then we have the Shaman. Pull him up, which will be the Hierophant. Let's take a look at this cutie. His right forepaw upraised in a blessing of welcome and initiation. The shaman stands as the paramount spiritual authority for all dog kind, a Springer Spaniel. He is clothed with 3 feathers and boasts a 3-tiered vestment of topaz, carnelian, and lapis lazuli, reminding us of his mastery of the 3 worlds. The cavern walls behind him are adorned with an ancient pictograph mapping the upper, middle, and lower worlds. Red ochre outlines of paw prints represent community and continuity, the long unbroken chain of knowledge, tradition, and authority. Arrayed before him are his tools, a drum, a rattle, and a sage bundle, the keys he uses to journey between the realms of the conscious and the subconscious minds. It's a gorgeous depiction of a shaman. Let's look at one more, shall we? Let's look at this 3 of Earth, one of the minors, because I am very, very, very curious about that image. Okay, let's see now. 3 of Earth. Let me get back here. Three of Earth. In the deep places of the earth, among dark shadows and flowing stone, 3 dogs have come upon a rock formation shaped by nature to resemble a howling wolf. The youngest of the 3, the apprentice of the group, accentuates its lines with pigments of woad and ochres of red and yellow, dipped from bowls at his feet. The 2 older masters stand back to observe and offer guidance that comes with experience and to admire the inspiration that comes with youth and the exploration of the new. In collaboration, the strengths of each may be applied to create a grander work than any could alone. Wow, I love this message. I swear. Oh, Llewellyn, if your cardstock wasn't so thin, this would be a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I mean, it's still a gorgeous deck to work with. The guidebook is excellent. I think, was it Barbara Moore that did the writing? The author on this is one of the Muellers, actually. But they do give a shout out and accolades to Barbara Moore. So I'm not going to keep you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this walkthrough. I hope this is a little bit better. Please come back and let me know how things look from your end. And of course, I'm open to any suggestions and advice you may offer, may have, any opinions. Again, be kind, be respectful. Whatever you have to say, for the most part, as long as it's done in a kind, thoughtful, respectful way, I can handle it. I appreciate you. My feeling is, if you didn't care, you can bypass this video. You wouldn't leave your comments. So for that, I say thank you. Stay blessed until we meet again. Bye-bye.